1-800-449-8686. That's the number to the Phil Hendrie Show, 1-800-449-8686. And Charlie LaFountain, an ad buyer and media agency owner here in Southern California, his daughter, Allison's going to be marrying Ray Stiles. Ray is a record company executive, works in an A&R department of a record company. And Charlie's an old friend. We've got him on the line with us here. After, we've had a few weddings in the group. Well, Melissa, do you want me to make the announcement for you? Melissa Morgan has just dumped her boyfriend, and no, I'm kidding. Mark asked her to marry him, but he hasn't yet bought the ring. He got it, but then he had to send it back, and I don't know whether Cracker Jack's, I'm kidding. It's a very beautiful ring, but you're going to pick it out for him because that's the way chicks is. You can't go buying a woman a ring. How about that, huh, Craig? So, he got the ring, and she looked at it, and she said, send it back, so he did. And now she'll be in Cincinnati next week because he's traveling, he's touring. Mark is, among other things, a musician. And so you're going to be with him in Cincinnati, which I think is a perfect time for you to pick out the ring that you want, which is what is going to happen. And then they will be married sometime in the future, within, what do you figure, 6-7 years? Okay. And I'm going to have to also assume that we're invited to this, or is that not necessarily? That's a big thumbs down, considering the fact that the poor girl and Mark, they're on a budget. And that's the way it is. People are on budgets when it comes to getting married. Charlie LaFountain is with us. First of all, Charlie, congratulations on the marriage of Allison.
Thank you very much, Phil. We're very proud of Allison, and we're very much appreciative of Ray, who is a good man. I think he's a good guy, and he knows what I expect. Ray works for a good company. We were caught a little bit by surprise by this announcement, but she's happy. She's right now having an argument with her father about how we're going to do things.
Allison's having an argument with you?
We're having arguments, yeah. We're going back and forth over some ideas. We are going to be holding I think we're going to be putting together a great event that we have put a lot of time and consideration into.
When is the wedding?
June 24th is coming up. So
June 24th. So you guys have done a lot of planning, huh?
We have done a very, very large portion of the planning, and as you know, Phil, I'm been divorced 3 or 4 times, so I'm between wives right now.
Boy, how does it feel to say that? You got a daughter who's getting married, and you're between wives. I would imagine you don't want that to happen to you, huh?
Well, I don't to happen to me. What?
I'm sorry. I imagine you don't want that to happen to Allison, huh?
No, I don't. I want Allison to be happy. I hope that she's happy. All I'm saying is that I'm doing this by myself, and my office staff is also helping us, and Allison's helping out too. But we're having some problems right now because she doesn't understand certain things that are going on.
What problems? Do you mind me asking?
No, I don't mind asking, and I'm going to have to move into another office here, Phil. I'm having my office painted. I don't mind you asking, Phil, but I will tell you a story. I'm a father. My daughter is 21 years of age. 21 years ago, I brought her into the world. I helped her along with her mother, who is still involved in her life. We brought her into this world, and then she decided one day to get married. Now, she has not gone to college. That was a disappointment to us. She's been living with this guy for the last year or so. Now she wants to marry this guy. And
do you like him? I mean, it sounds to me...
Yeah, I like Ray. I think he's a good guy. He knows what I expect. And what I expect is that he make my daughter happy. And that's where that's going to have to be. She's going to have to make... So he's not going to make her unhappy, I can assure you that. If he were to make her unhappy, I don't even want to talk about it. Okay?
But, I mean, it sounds... You sound hesitant, like maybe this isn't the guy for her.
I think he is. I think he's a good young man. Allison is the one who doesn't understand the world, and we wanted to go to college. She didn't go to college. We were hoping that she was going to get through these early adult years in some shape financially, and she's still not working. So here's what I'm going to do for her. I'm going to pay. Obviously, you're expected to pay for the wedding as the father, and I'm putting $75,000 into this wedding.
Oh my God, man! $75,000.
That's right.
Whoa! What a party! Where are you having it?
We're having it at the Old Florian Hotel in Long Beach.
Wow! What a swank! $75K.
That's right. But see, here's the thing. I'm a businessman, Phil. And
You're a good one.
thank you, but I've been told that I got to pay for this. I say to the people, why? They tell me that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to pay for this. You're aware of the fact that the father pays for the...
Yeah, that's traditionally that the bride's father pays for the wedding.
All right, and I told her that I would put on one wing thing of a wedding, but there's going to be some things that I feel... In other words, if I put $75,000 out there, what do I get? This is my answer. This is the question that I have. Nobody has an answer for me. And I ask people, I ask my friends, I ask the business, you put $75,000 out for your daughter's wedding, what do you get? The answer is you should be allowed to expect certain things. Her wedding party, the bridesmaids, 4 very beautiful young ladies that she went to high school with. There's Debbie, there's Kim, there is Janice, and there is Alice, and they're wonderful girls. They're also very attractive girls. For $200, probably you're talking about maybe $20 or $40, and a couple of guys might buy 3 or 4 lap dances. What I'm trying to do is turn this into a situation where I don't have to just see money going out, because I don't think it's fair. And
Well, what do you mean by lap dance?
The bridesmaids is what I'm trying to say. So
The bridesmaids doing what? Lap dances?
what I'm trying to are you aware of the fact that the bride's father...
Yes, that is tradition, Charlie. That's what the bride's father pays for the wedding.
All right. If someone asks me to fork over $75,000 or $10,000 or $20,000, I don't care how much, I have the right to expect some...
Are you trying to make your money back?
What I'm trying to do is make this thing make sense business-wise, because it doesn't make sense business-wise. And I said to Allison what I said, and she got angry, and she went off to her mother's house, and there was a big argument, and I got an argument with her mother. But I know what I know. I'm a good businessman, and I cannot have this girl who never went to college.
Yeah, but wait a minute. You're asking the women in her bridal party, the bridesmaids, and the maid of honor to do lap dances for the men in the...
Yes, that's exactly right.
To do lap dances for the guys in the party.
That is exactly right. The maid of honor. Now, the problem I got in with her mother is when I was talking about $200 for the maid of honor, and that is for an hour. I think that is... And, Phil, I don't want to do anything that's going to disgrace a young lady. If she agrees to it is all I'm asking.
$200 for what? What are you talking about now?
I'm talking about the maid of honor.
$200 an hour, what, to have sex with her?
I'm saying I would only do this if it was not going to disgrace the young lady, only with her approval. I'm not going to force her to do this. But if my daughter wants me to put it...
Charlie, you're going to put out $75,000 for your daughter's wedding. You're a generous man. That's a fantastic wedding. And
the girl didn't go to college, Phil. She hasn't gotten a job yet. I'm putting $75,000, and I feel that it is my right to, at some point, and I think it's every father that marries a daughter off has the right to look at the people who are going to the wedding and say, you and you and you and you people pay. She doesn't have the skill. She doesn't have skill, one, to repay this debt to me. If I can get a cover charge going for the dinner, if I can get cover charges for the drinks, my understanding is that it's entertainment, so I can write that off as an entertainment expense. This is what I'm talking about, is some advertising. When you have a reception, it's like having a dinner at a fine restaurant. And
so now what you're telling me is you're going to charge a cover charge for the dinner.
That is correct, yes.
And what about advertising?
That was the other problem I had with her mother, because we wanted to have some kind of just a phone number, so that when a guy is there with his service, for instance, the Cakes by Kathleen. She does a tremendous job, Kathleen's Pastries, and we have the cake. I want to put a sign up with a phone number. And I guess that's tasteless. Is that right?
Yeah, Charlie, it's very...
Phil, $75,000...
No, but it's tasteless to put up a sign, Cakes by Kathleen. What about the guy's tuxedos?
The guy's tuxedos, we were going to put a banner sewed onto the sleeve.
Which said what?
Well-dressed man is what we're going through. And we wanted to put a banner on the cummerbund.
So the guys are walking around with a cummerbund tuxedo by well-dressed man. Is that it?
You know something? You can laugh if you want. That you're entitled to that.
Charlie, this isn't going to work, man. For $75,000, you're putting on a beautiful wedding, and
you ask a father to pay for your wedding, and then you ask him to not say what? To say, "May I have some money back?" I'm not allowed that. Am I allowed that?
What about the fact that you're putting on a nice wedding so your daughter can be happy? By the way, hold on for a minute, Charlie. We're talking to Charlie LaFountain, who's putting on a $75,000 wedding for his daughter Allison, but he is charging for the reception. I can't believe that you're asking the bridesmaids to do lap dances. Our number is 1-800-449-8686. And the maid of honor is being asked to have...
No, the maid of honor is not being asked. I am asking her, would she be willing
to have sex with men for a couple of $100 an hour.
Phil, she's not a married woman. She is single. I'm saying that the bridesmaids, the lap dancers, can keep 10% for themselves. So all I'm saying...
All right, I just want to get the bottom line here. So Charlie is telling me that this is what he is planning on doing in terms of trying to recoup some of the money. Our number is 1-800-449-8686. Now, let me say this. You put on a wedding for a daughter, and...
Phil, don't lecture me, number one, on how...
I wanted to... You're putting on a wedding for a daughter who you love. You want her to be happy, so why not say, here's $75,000, darling, to your happiness and to Ray and...
$75,000, darling. You never went to college. You didn't get a job. You had problems in high school. We've paid for one abortion. We have had problems with substance abuse in her senior year in high school, and I'm supposed to put $75,000 out there for this. Now, she's marrying this guy, Ray. He seems to have a promising future. We're going to find out. I told him. He makes her unhappy. He does anything to displease me. There's going to be a very serious problem. Now, if she wants me to put $75,000 out for her wedding,
what does she think about the $75,000 for the wedding?
Oh, her mother's in favor of it. Everybody's in favor of it. You know, when you put $75,000 on the table, suddenly everybody's in favor of it. Okay, but the minute I say, "Is there a problem with your bridesmaids doing lap dances?" Suddenly I get an argument. This is what bothers me.
I think you're dreaming.
I may be dreaming, Phil, but I didn't get to where I am today being a bad businessman, all right?
All right, Charlie, hold on, okay? And I'm...
And we've got a couple of favors to ask of the radio station, if you don't mind.
I don't know. I'm going to have to find out favors of the radio station. Did he talk to you? 1-800-449-8686. Talking to Charlie LaFountain about his daughter's $75,000 wedding. I think he's doing some things here that are he's asking the bridesmaids and the maid of honor to do lap dances for $20. He is going to have advertising on the men's tuxedos, and he's charging cover for the dinner. 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendrie Show. One 1-800-449-8686, 1-800-449-8686. That's the number to the Phil Hendrie Show. And we're talking to Charlie LaFountain. He's an ad executive. His daughter Allison's getting married on the 24th. And with a $75,000 wedding, what does that buy these days, Charlie? I mean, that is a lot of wedding, huh?
Phil, I'm happy to do it for Allison.
What are you getting exactly for that?
We've got the Florian Hotel, for starters.
That's a gorgeous hotel. So that's the entire staff and service?
Entire staff and service of the Florian Hotel, which includes, we've got rooms for the wedding party. We have all the limousine services paid for. We've got transportation to the airport for the kids. They're going to not going to Mexico. They're going to be going to Mexico. They're going to Mexico next winter. I know that. But for their honeymoon, they're going to Hawaii, which will be over to Kauai to Princeville. And we also pay for certainly all the food service and the wait service. So it's a tremendous thing. Now, you ask a man to send $75,000 toward his daughter, what do I get out of it? You see what I'm saying? What do I get?
So you're trying to make your money back by getting the bridesmaids to give lap dances. What about the groomsmen?
The groomsmen are going to be working in the kitchen. The groomsmen are going to be doing a lot of different things. Working in the kitchen, they'll be setting up the bandstand, they'll be parking the cars. A lot of the things that you get... I'm sorry?
You got Melissa, he has the groomsmen parking the cars before the wedding. And why is that? Because those tuxedos they wear look a lot like valets?
Phil, I'm trying to do the right thing by my daughter.
I think that if I was the groomsman in that party and somebody asked me to park a car, I'd say no.
And you don't have to come into the wedding either, do you? You don't have to get into the church.
Just so I'm clear, if I'm a groomsman and you ask me to park cars before the wedding starts and I say no, I'm not a part of that wedding party.
I think that makes sense.
Man, and tell that guy to turn his car alarm off.
Yeah. Either get one to go out and turn off the car alarm.
1-800-449-8686, San Antonio on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello?
Hello?
yes, hello, hi.
Yes.
I'll charge
my father
your valet
had a
parking
wedding
fee
for me that was more than $75,000, And all
Could I
he
make
asked
a
for
point?
me-
Could I make a point for just a second, Phil? I will charge a valet fee to park the guests, so the groomsmen do get some of that money and also tips.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. My father had a wedding for me and my present husband, my first and only husband, and it was more than $75,000. And in return, all he asked of me was my love and gratitude.
Well,
Nothing
that's
more.
your father, dear. That's your father.
Right, but what you're saying for your daughter is you might as well get prostitutes. I mean, you're
Now, let me
asking
ask
for
you:
lap dances.
Did you get pregnant when you were senior year in high school? Did you have a drug problem your senior year in high school? Did you not go to college the way you promised that you would?
But did you not have the choice to give her less of a wedding? You didn't have to give her a $75,000 wedding.
You know why? Because she cried and she screamed like the.
But then you made those choices.
I made
those choices.
I made all these choices, including having the bridesmaids give lap dances.
But wouldn't you find that to be, if I was a bridesmaid, or a bride, I would be embarrassed to have my father say things like that.
I'm sorry. If you are a bridesmaid in a wedding, all right, and I don't know your name, dear. My name is Charlie. What is your name?
My name is Stacy.
Stacy. If I walked up to you and I said, Stacy, as part of being one of the bridesmaids in this wedding, I would like you to and I don't know what you look like, so maybe I shouldn't be asking this. What do you look like?
That's okay. Well, I'm a 32-year-old attractive
all right.
female.
Well, I probably wouldn't ask you. These are young girls, 21, 20 years of age, okay?
And that makes it even more despicable that you're an older gentleman asking these young women to lap dance for you.
When do these...
That was back then. If I was 21 and I was a bridesmaid when I was 23 for a girl in college, okay,
look,
I would have said, I love you to my best friend, but no, thank you. That is disgusting.
Well, wait a second. Disgusting? They're asking me to lay $75,000 on the table.
No, you offered. If you could have said, no, I'm going to pay $25. That's all I'm going to give you.
No, I want my daughter to be happy, okay?
But the point is you're not making her happy.
Listen to me. I want my daughter to be happy. But when I tell these bridesmaids to give lap dances, they're going to give lap dances. And when I tell the groomsmen to park some cars and start scrubbing out some pots back there, weddings are boring as hell. Any man attending a wedding would kill for a lap dance to help pass the time. I think it's brilliant. You people find fault with it. Whatever.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, the only point of my call was to say that my father made me a beautiful wedding, and if you really loved your daughter, my feelings would be that all you would ask for her was her love and gratitude when you was complete. And I gave my dad a big hug and a big kiss.
All right, and if your
said,
father
thank you
asked
for the best day of my life.
All right, and if your father said to you, for old time's sake, how about a lap dance?
My father
say?
would never say that. It's despicable. And my father is a very, very wealthy businessman in the Boston area.
Very
and
good.
he's done very well for himself, but would never ask for me to return a penny because he knew that when he was raising me, that this is something he and my mother wanted to give to me and my husband. And you know what? We gave them back two lovely grandchildren.
Well, what do you... Oh, gee. You know, I'm going to tell the grandchildren thing. That might be a curse. But you're telling me that...
Well, you may think it's a curse, Charlie. This lady said that it's something that they gave to her parents, and they like it.
All right, but you're telling me you wouldn't give a lap dance even if for old time's sake, for the old man?
No.
What is this? Giving a lap dance?
I have too much respect for myself to do that to anyone.
All right, thanks for your call.
I've got to go. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. Thank you. 1-800-449-8686. Here is Script Poway. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Hi.
Hi.
The Scripps Ranch, dear?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to talk to him to let him know that he's just crazy. What rights do you have to ask the primate?
Are you a Filipino, darling?
No, I'm not.
Where are you from, please?
Well, you don't need to know where I came from.
Well, I think
it doesn't matter where you came from. You have morals.
That's true. That's very true. And all I'm saying to the...
You say you make a lot of money. It sounds like you make a lot of money.
I do
but you have no moral at all.
What about the maid of honor? What about the maid of honor if she chooses to have sex with the men at the wedding?
I mean, you bring yourself down to that level, then that means that you're nothing.
I know. You're Korean. Are you Korean? And the reason why I ask, darling, is I know that there's some traditions in some cultures.
Don't call me darling. I'm not your darling.
Let me ask the caller let me ask the caller to hang on, and Charlie, you hang on. I'll bring both of you back after the break, okay? 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendrie Show. 1-800-449-8686, The Phil Hendrie Show. And Charlie LaFountain at his office. His daughter Allison is getting married. $75,000 wedding Charlie is spending money on. A part of the $75,000, though, you're going to try to make back some of your money on.
Phil, I wanted to be clear here. I'm not going to make back all of my money.
No, hold on, but I just want to let people know. I know that you're not going to make back $75,000, but you got bridesmaids doing lap dances. You've got the groomsmen parking cars and working in the kitchen. You also are going to charge a cover charge for dinner. And the preacher, you say, is a motivational preacher?
I got one of these motivational type preachers who he talks a lot of. He's always talking about feeling better about your life, you know, and that kind of thing. I want to allow all of the great service involved to put up with that so that we can charge a cover charge for that. And the other things we're talking about, I mean, this is not unusual. It's not new. When you have a reception, as I said, it's like going to a fine restaurant.
So then you've got a motivational type preacher?
Yeah, it's like a Tony Robbins kind of a guy. So he's going to get up there and make people feel great about themselves. And, you know, what do you want?
Well, I think what a lot of people are upset about, or at least questioning, is this idea that the maid of honor, if she so chooses, can have sex with men in the wedding party.
That's her business. What I'm asking for, though, is 10 to 20% of her take.
And the fact that you're not going to make back all $75,000.
I'm not looking to make back all $75,000. I'm looking to make a statement, and that is this: if my daughter expects me to kick out $75,000 for a wedding, that I am going to be able to conduct business the way I see fit, which is to make some of my money back. All right, and as far as I'm concerned, that is not an unusual thing to ask for.
All right, 1-800-449-8686. Here is Abilene on the Phil Hendrie Show. Abilene, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, good.
I have two comments for the gentleman. The first one is that I find it really disturbing and quite nauseating that he would air his dirty laundry, his daughter's dirty laundry.
I didn't want to, but I'm being asked questions as to why I do what I do.
Well, the fact of the matter is you are airing your daughter's dirty laundry, and as a father, I think that's rather disgusting.
Well, you know what? Then she shouldn't be telling me what to do with my money.
Well, that's fine.
Well, all right.
I'm entitled to my opinion. I'd appreciate if you wouldn't interrupt.
I'm not going to interrupt you, but I just want you to know I'm not doing it gratuitously is all.
Okay, that's fine. Again, you're entitled to your opinion, and as I am entitled to mine. The second point that I'd like to make is it seems clear to me, and I'm a father. I got 3 children.
Here we go. Here we go with you're a better father than me. Is that it?
Just let the guy finish. Let the guy finish what he's going to say.
It appears clear to me that you treat your relationship with your daughter as a business deal.
No, that's not true.
You said that just a few minutes ago. If I'm going to do this for my daughter, then I expect this out of her. That's a deal. When you do things for your children, you do it out of love.
Absolutely.
But I'm sitting here listening to you for the last 30, 40 minutes. I haven't heard one iota about love for your daughter. I hear about I want to get my money back. If I'm going to be responsible for plunking down $75,000, then I should get something in return. That is not the attitude of a loving father.
She's been living at home for the last 4 years when she should have moved out. What about that? We had to go down to school at least a half a dozen times her senior year in high school for drug abuse situations, substance abuse situations. They found stuff in her locker. And this Ray that she's marrying, this guy she shacked up with for the last 3 years, says he's in a record company. I don't know what to believe. So I said to her, look, here's what I'm going to do. 75 G's for your wedding if I get one or two things, and that is advertising banners on the men's cummerbunds. Yes, lap dances from the women. I don't see what's wrong with that. And the
problem is, can I make one point?
Go ahead, sir.
The problem is that you don't see anything wrong with that. That's the fundamental problem in this whole thing.
Right.
Is that you think that's okay.
What is wrong with it?
I don't believe, and I'm not here to try to change your mind because, frankly, that's not going to happen. But unfortunately,
well, you're damn right about that. I don't see what's wrong with what I'm...
Just let the man finish, because he's making a good point. Nobody's going to change your mind, Charlie. You're going to charge for lap dances from the bridesmaids? You got the groom...
What is wrong with it?
What's wrong with the groomsmen parking cars?
Yeah.
If you don't see the problem with that, then I'm telling you, we got bigger problems than the wedding.
Wait a second. If you're a groomsman in this wedding and I ask you to park some cars, what are you going to tell me, no?
Absolutely.
Oh, boy. And you're getting a free meal out of the deal.
Absolutely.
Well,
because I'm not in it for you. I'm in it for the bride.
The bride, the people, the friends. Yeah. Thank you, sir, for your call. 1-800-449-8686. West Palm Beach on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
I would like to address something that the gentleman said. He said that the reason he's giving this $75,000 wedding is because his daughter stomped and stormed and cried and hollered.
Oh,
and
she bellyached, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to give me a wedding. Yeah, you never loved me and all this crap. I never loved her.
Well, may I explain something to you?
We paid for 2 abortions. I paid for, I don't know, the methadone
I'm listening
clinic.
to this.
Okay. And Mr. Hendrie, you know that you are expected there as well.
No, I do not know that.
May I tell him what I called about?
Yeah, please do, ma'am.
But no, are you aware? No, hold on. Are you aware that you're supposed to be there, Hendrie?
No, I'm not aware of that.
Well, get aware of it. You're going to be there.
Get aware of what? Go ahead, ma'am. Say what you want to say. Then I have some questions, okay?
Okay. What
Go
I
ahead.
would like to say is
You're
telling me that all these problems that your daughter has created for you.
Yes, ma'am.
And yet you tell me that the reason you're giving her this exorbitant wedding is because she stomped and stormed and screamed?
Yeah, she bellyached like a lot of girls
May I point out to you,
they
sir,
scream all the time.
that had you not done this all her life, she would not be the girl she is today.
Look, she said she was going to
Given
go to
into
college.
her because she's stomping, storming, and screaming to
Well,
something
I'm not
that
giving
isn't.
into her. I'm not giving into her. That's
Well,
why
yes,
I'm
you
making...
told us
no.
that's what you were
No,
going
I'm not,
to do.
because that's why I'm
That's
asking
why you
for
did
the
it.
bridesmaids to do lap dances.
Well, then you should have said no. Like
I'm not
you should
saying
have said
no.
many times in her youth.
I'm not saying no. What I'm saying is, yes,
you
I'll give you the
told her
wedding.
no, I'm
but
not
the
doing this.
the bridesmaids do lap dances, and the maid of honor, if she chooses to have sex with the men in the wedding party. That's all I'm saying.
What
the real
you're
reason I'm
saying
spending
is,
75 G's is because I got clients to impress, and there's going to be a lot of them.
that you're bitter because
somebody's
the
putting
child turned out the way she did.
Look, what's wrong with asking the
And
maid of honor to
you
have
want-
sex with the men in the wedding
You
party?
want to give her into her again and then blame it on her and recoup?
What's wrong with having the bridesmaids do lap dances?
Well, I'll tell you what. If
What?
she has that kind of friends that would do that, you've still done a very bad job
Wait a second.
in giving in to her.
And so the maid of honor shouldn't have sex with the men in the wedding party? Is that
Of
what you're
course
trying?
not.
You're trying to tell me that?
I'm telling you that if
Well, I think that
she
that's
gives
wrong.
into this kind
And
of
what
a
about
wedding,
you being there, Hendrie?
I'm not going to be there, okay?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are going to be there.
How is it all of a sudden I'm getting roped into being in this wedding party?
Because I promised a celebrity, and you're it. Now,
You know that on the 24th,
I'm getting out of this, gentleman.
24th,
you
I'm
going to
be at the
I just said what I
crippled
said.
kid thing.
This
Did you-
father has to
did you-
blame
I don't know.
himself only for his daughter.
did you say something, ma'am?
Yes, I said I'm getting
All right,
out
are
of
you
the
going to
middle
be there
of
at the
this
thing, Phil,
conversation.
or not? I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm
What did you-
telling you
what did
that
you say?
I don't want to be in the
Phil,
middle
I
of
don't
your
want to be. You're
conversation.
going to have to be there. This lady keeps trying to say something. I can't hear her. What?
All right, I will tell you what
Yes.
I started to say
What did you-
before,
what did you
and then
say
I'm
there?
going to get off the phone.
What did you say?
That you
Phil, I
have
tell you right now, you have to
no
be at
right
that wedding
to
party,
complain
okay?
about
And
your-
I am so sick and tired of you not telling me you're going to be. I'm sorry, dear. What?
You're not listening to me.
I'm
so
trying to
hanging
listen
up.
to you, but there's someone talking.
Yeah, you're talking.
What did you say, dear?
I said
Yes.
that the daughter
Now,
that
Hendrie,
you're
you're going to be
complaining
at that wedding
about.
party. I'll tell you right now. If you don't,
Will you let the lady say what it is she's trying to say?
I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
She hung up.
No, I didn't hang up.
Oh.
I'm waiting
All
for
right,
you
since
to
she hung
interrupt
up,
me again.
what I would like you to do, Phil, is
She didn't hang up. She's there.
I thought she said she hung up.
How
No.
could she say she hung up?
Didn't you say you hung up, ma'am?
I said I would get out
For
of
$75, you can get a tape of my daughter's wedding night. I want everybody to know that. What?
This was a waste of my time.
Go
Goodbye.
ahead. What is it you were saying?
You won't listen to it.
I'm listening to everything you're saying. You won't say it.
I've said it over and over.
No, you haven't. I didn't hear
Over
it.
you?
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
not going to.
Say
Goodbye.
it. Come on. Come on. Say it, and then we'll be done with
The
it.
daughter you've got is your own fault.
I can't hear anything you're saying.
Goodbye.
Bye.
1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendrie Show. Phil Hendrie here, 1-800-449-8686. So Bud Dickman has joined us, and we are going to be talking about what, Bud? We have an exclusive. Now, I don't know what or how you got a hold of this.
Well, it is Ricky Martin, the brand new CD, a world exclusive on a Phil Hendrie show.
This is Ricky Martin's new CD.
Right.
Where did you get it?
Well, I can't say for sure, but Napstar is a website where you can download stuff on an MP3. And so far, nobody have it but me.
So we have Ricky Martin. You got this off Napstar. Do you know this one, Craig? You can go there and get all this crap off of it. And a lot of the artists, I got to tell you, I'm not sure where I fall on this one. I think that, well, what am I saying? I'm not sure where I fall on this one. I know where I fall. Into bed every night. No, I think it sucks. I think stealing...
No, you can't say it's steal. You can't say that.
Yes, I can say that, and I just did. Man.
That was a bad joke about where you fall.
Okay, so anyway, I think that when an artist creates something and sells it, or an artist decides to give something away, when they make the decision as to how their material will be controlled, then I think that you're doing something, that's right, that's moral, and that's within the rights of a society.
Mm-hmm.
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm listening.
However, when it becomes something that is beyond the control of the artist, when they become people who are having their material stolen, that's put on the web without their knowledge, that's bootlegged without their knowledge.
But Metallica, when they do the show, they say, if you want to record us, you go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Metallica makes the decision to allow people to come into their concerts and to record their crap, okay? This is not the case with the MP3 downloading there at Napstar. That is a situation where the artist has no control. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Talking to you, man, is like talking to a guy with a tin cup on a corner.
No, I understand.
And so, did you get this from Napstar?
I got from a friend at the record company.
So you didn't get a Napster?
No, I didn't. But I know that after we play it on the show, it's going to be on there, and it'll probably people download it.
Well, hold on for a minute, because I want to find... What happened to...
What are you doing?
I was just looking for some other notes here. All right, so this is the new Ricky Martin CD, and I would like everybody to know that this... I'm having a problem with this, okay, bud?
Mm-hmm.
You know, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not feeling right about it?
No, I'm not feeling right about it because I think that Mr. Martin should be in control of his own material. And that, I don't know, maybe we ought to take a poll. Mike, why don't you ask the people, do they want me to play a cut from the new Ricky Martin CD? See if they're calling in right now at 1-800-449-8686. Schaefer just gave me a grin. It was either gay or it was, oh, that's a good idea. I'm not sure what that smile represented. It was almost, it was either I love you or that's a good idea, Phil. But if you want to take the calls from people, we'll decide whether we should play a cut from the new Ricky Martin CD.
But you're giving up opportunity to be worldwide.
If I want to be worldwide, man, I'll let the audience decide. How about that? 1-800-449-8686. Let me see that. Now, this is just obviously a white jewel case.
Right, they haven't done the artwork yet on it. But Ricky Martin is pretty big. A lot of people in there, and they want to hear the music.
Well, I'm not really that into the cat's music, but I know that women dig him. A lot of people like him. People say, go ahead and play it. All right. You ready to go?
All right, everybody. I'm Bud Dickman on the Phil Hendrie Show. There's a world exclusive, the music of the Ricky Martin's brand new CD. Get your tape recorders ready to tape it.
All right, well, I don't know if I want to encourage bootleg.
No, you tape it.
All right, a worldwide exclusive on the Phil Hendrie Show. This is a track from the new Ricky Martin CD. Hands off of me and get out of here with that Ricky Martin. Or,
Steve, you think it is?
Desi Arnaz.
Come on, I want to...
Get off of me! Quit it!
You don't even want to dance with me. Come on.
Get away!
Let me just put my hand on the small of your back like that.
Get off of me and quit grinding your junk into me, too. Get your hands off of me, Dickman!
Boy, man, you're real touchy, aren't you? I guess you don't like to have a fun time and be with people and everything and have a dance and... Ow!
Take your CD and bug off, okay?
All right. But if the guy calls again?
Yeah, go on down there and get the new Rolling Stones album or whatever it is that he's pawning off this week. And no, I don't want to get close and rumba. I saw your little handwritten note that you passed to Taylor. I don't feel like getting close and rumbaing. Here, get out of here with the Desi Arnaz.
Desi Arnaz, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Desi Arnaz, man.
What was your tip-off?
Cuban Pete and the chick that sounded like she was singing on a 1941 RCA ribbon mic. That was my tip-off. Cuban Pete and Chicka Boom.
All right. Well, no pain, no gain.
Yeah, it's true. Just keep calling up our office here, folks, and tell Bud that you have the brand new album from Led Zeppelin featuring John Bonham's new solo, and he'll run right down there and get it from you. Phil Hendrie Show here, 1-800-449-8686.